18 months, gross motor, sub-skill, able to run. Tool, a 15 cm diameter ball. Test and judgment criteria. The examiner runs with the child or encourages him or her to run while following a rolling ball. Pass. The child runs stably without falling, not just walking fast. Gross motor, sub-skill, walk 3 meters carrying a ball. Tool, a 15 cm diameter ball. Test and judgment criteria. 1. The child and parents stand facing each other 3 meters apart. 2. Give the ball to the child. Tell him or her to walk with it to the child's parent. Pass. The child is able to hold and carry the ball while walking 3 meters without falling or losing balance. Fine motor, sub-skill, turns pages of a cardboard book independently. Tool, a book with large colorful pictures. Test and judgment criteria. The examiner places the book in front of the child, demonstrates how to turn the pages over one by one, and then tells the child to do it. Pass. The child is able to turn at least one page of a book. Fine motor, sub-skill, stacks wooden blocks, cubes on top of each other. Tool, 2 wooden blocks. Test and judgment criteria. 1. The examiner shows the child how to stack 2 wooden blocks on top of each other and then demolishes the blocks. 2. The examiner gives the child 2 blocks and lets him or her stack them. 3. Repeat the test 2 more times. Pass. The child is able to stack wooden blocks on top of each other 2 out of 3 times. Receptive language, sub-skill, correctly chooses 3 objects as instructed. 2. Toddler toys, for example, doll, ball, car. Test and judgment criteria. Place 3 objects in front of the child and ask, where is the ball? After asking for all 3 objects, change their position and access again 3 more times. Pass. The child is able to point to pick up at least 2 or 3 objects correctly on at least 2 out of 3 occasions for each object. Receptive language, sub-skill, can point to 1 body part. Test and judgment criteria. 1. Ask the parents how many body parts the child can recognize. 2. Ask the child, where's your 3 times. Pass. The child is able to point to his or her body part correctly on 2 out of 3 occasions. Expressive language, sub-skill, verbally, imitates prominent words or end words. Test and judgment criteria. Chat with the child using short sentences not exceeding 3 words or observe the child. Pass. The child is able to imitate prominent words or the last words of the sentence. For example, boy or good from the sentence, you are a good boy. Expressive language. Sub-skill speaks at least 4 words. To name objects or greet must be words other than names of parents, familiar people, or pets. Test and judgment criteria. Ask the parents if the child can speak or knows the names of some objects. Pass. The child is able to speak at least 4 different words. For example, greetings, hello or hi, and name familiar things such as table, cat. Personal and social. Sub-skill looks at an object that is pointed to at least 3 meters away. Test and judgment criteria. Examiner points to an object at least 3 meters away, such as a table or clock, and says, "That is a table. That is a clock." Then observes if the child looks at the object or not. Pass. The child look at the object that is pointed to at least 3 meters away. Personal and social. Sub-skill drinks water from a cup without spilling. 2. A two-handled cup which is quarter full of water. Test and judgment criteria. The examiner gives a cup of water to the child and observes how he or she drinks, or the examiner asks the parents if the child can drink water from a cup by himself or herself without spilling. Pass. The child is able to drink water from a cup without spilling.